on the 6th of June, 1979.
Just about it. They're all installed for the 200th Derby. Down to orders and they're away. And a very quick break by Accomplice in the centre. And Accomplice is one of the first to show. On the near side, Leafard's Wish, and it's Leafard's Wish going up to join Accomplice. Northern Baby on the outside. Two of Diamonds and Cracker Barrel are both right up with them, and then comes Hard Green. And it's Leafard's Wish in the lead now. From Accomplice on the far side, then Cracker Barrel and Hard Green, and then comes Lascar Floco, Two of Diamonds. Milford on the far side with Northern Baby for France. Then comes Dickens Hill on the inner. Then just in behind them come Lake City. Behind Lake City is Son of Love. Then moving up on the outside is Noelino. Looking back to the back marker, it's Chetin Kaya who's last. Just in front of him is Leo de Grance. And it's Leafard's Wish still. Behind them, Elamanamu, and then comes Troy. Behind Troy is Cracker Barrel. They're coming to the turn now. And it's Leafard's Wish being pressed by Milford. Then comes Noelino. Behind Noelino is Accomplice, and then Northern Baby, then Man of Vision, then Dickens Hill making ground. Behind Dickens Hill is Lake City. Behind Lake City is Hard Green. They're into the straight now with 3 furlongs to run in the Derby, and it's Leafard's Wish being chased by the Royal Coat Milford. Then comes Northern Baby. Dickens Hill is unleashing a run towards the stand side, but it's Leafard's Wish still from Northern Baby now going second. Dickens Hill coming down on the stand side for Ireland. Elamana moves, making a good run. So's Troy. They're coming down the furlong pole. It's Leafard's Wish being pressed by Troy, who takes it up now. Willie Carson storms to the front on Troy now. And Willie's striding away now to win the Derby. Troy's going to win the Derby easily. Dickens Hill will be second as they come to the line. Troy has won the 200th Derby. Dickens Hill is second. Northern Baby is third, and Elamana move four. Behind them, Hard Green and Leafard's Wish and Man of Vision and Cracker Barrel.
With faultless timing, the 200th running produced a European champion and the widest official margin of victory since 1925.
Now they're all in for the Irish Derby. They're ready to go. And they're on. And Troy is the first to break at the Bart on the outside. And now Rivedon has taken up his task as pacemaker. Rivedon got into the lead. In second place is the Bart. In third place is Scorpio. Then comes Fabulous Dancer. Troy is next. Then Ballyboggin Prince. After Ballyboggin is Bohemian Grove. Dickens Hill is last but one. And last of all is Lascar Floco. And that's Rivedon, the leader. In second place is the Bart. In third is Scorpio. Then Fabulous Dancer. Ballyboggin Prince. Troy comes next. Bohemian Grove. And then way back at the end of the field, Dickens Hill and Lascar Floco. And the pace is a good one as Rivedon stretches it out now about 3 lengths ahead. In second place is the Bart. He's 2 lengths up on Scorpio, who's about the same distance up on Fabulous Prince, who's a length and a half in front of the following horse, who's Ballyboggin Prince. After that comes Troy being kicked along. After that comes Bohemian Grove, and then back comes Dickens Hill, and Lascar Floco is last of all. And as they pass the 7 furlong marker, Rivedon is the leader by an increasing distance now. The Bart is in second. In third place is Scorpio. Fabulous Dancer comes next. After that comes Ballyboggin Prince. Then Troy beginning to move up a bit. Bohemian Grove and Dickens Hill, who's beginning to move up as well. But Lascar Floco is still last of all. They're coming down the hill now. They've just over 5 furlongs to go. And Rivedon's lead has been cut by the Bart. The Bart going up now to take the lead. In third place is Scorpio. Fabulous Dancer comes next. Then comes Troy. After that, a flying Dickens Hill moving up on the outside. And as they race down now to the final half mile, it's the Bart out in front by about 6 lengths. Rivedon is in second. The 2 Frenchmen are coming after him. Fabulous Dancer and Scorpio. Troy is after him, and Dickens Hill is after him. They're turning into the straight now. They've got 3 furlongs to race, and it's the Bart who's in the lead. And then along the inside is Scorpio. On the outside is Fabulous Dancer. Then comes Troy on the wide outside. Dickens Hill along the inside, and Troy is under pressure as the Bart remains up there in front. But here comes Troy. He's coming up and he's running the outside. He's sailed past a lot of them. He's racing down to the last furlong, and Troy is coming away. It's Troy now, and running out to be second is Dickens Hill. But it's Troy out in front. It's not going to be 7 lengths, I think, but it is Troy, and a brilliant performance. Dickens Hill is in second. A great win for Troy. Dickens Hill is second. It's close for the third between Scorpio and Bohemian Grove, who's on the far side in a photo. Then comes the Bart, Lascar Floco, Fabulous Dancer, then Ballyboggin chance, and last of all is Riverdon. Hail Troy! There's no doubt whatever that Troy proved himself a horse of horses here today. And as he goes past the post, he is such an easy winner. Ladbrokes quote him 4-1 for the Prix de l'Arc de Triomphe. The Tote quote him 6-4 for the Queen Elizabeth and 4-1 for the Prix de l'Arc.
Swiss Made, then Gamersen. Behind Gamersen, or on the outside of Gamersen, rather, is Elamanamu. And then Blanchon, and going a good pace down towards Swinley Bottom. Road to Glory. The pacemaker of Troy, about 2 to 3 lengths clear now of Telescopico. Then comes Troy back in third, then Swiss Made, then Elamanamu, then Gamersen, and finally Mloshen. Still Road to Glory, making it, and Brown Proctor, his first ride in the King George and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes, making it a good pace from Telescopico. Elamanamu now goes third, Troy is 4, Swiss Made is 5, and Gamersen 6 and 7, and last is Mloshen, and they're just coming up to the mile pole. Road to Glory in the lead from Telescopico and Elamanamu. Then Troy, then Swiss Made, then Gamersen, and then Mloshen. They're racing towards the 7 marker now, and it's still Road to Glory from Telescopico, then Elamanamu, then Troy, then Swiss Made, then Gamersen, and then comes Mloshen. And they're passing the 7 mark now, making towards the 6, and it's still Road to Glory in the lead from Telescopico and Elamanamu. Then Troy, behind Troy comes Swiss Made, then Gamersen on the inside, going smoothly, and last is Mloshen. They're coming past the 6 marker now, and it's still Road to Glory by 2 lengths from Telescopico, who has a 2.5 length advantage over Elamanamu, who's 2 lengths up on Troy, who's a length and a half up on Swiss Made. Then comes Gamersen and Mloshen, and they're passing the 5 marker now, and it's still Road to Glory in the lead. From in second place, Telescopico, then comes Elamanamu, then Troy, behind Troy is Swiss Made, then Gamersen making a little ground on the inside, and then comes Mloshen, who's last, but they're grouping as they come to the home turn now, and well inside the final half mile, it's Road to Glory from Telescopico. Then comes Elamanamu, then Troy making ground towards the outside, then Mloshen and Swiss Made and Gamersen as they turn for home now, and it's still Road to Glory, the pacemaker in the lead from Telescopico, Troy and Elamanamu, and Swiss Made nearly lost her footing there around the home turn. It's still Road to Glory in the lead, but Elamanamu coming to challenge, and Troy on the right of the picture being traced by Gamersen. They're coming down now to the furlong pole, and it's Elamanamu being challenged by Troy and Elamanamu. Then comes Gamersen for France as they race to the inside the final furlong. It's Troy who's taken it up now from Elamanamu, with Gamersen putting in a great challenge towards the stand side, but it's Troy and Willie Carson striding up to victory towards the line. They're being pressed by Gamersen, but they've got it sewn up, and Troy has won it from Gamersen second and Elamanamu third. Fourth was Mloshen, behind him came Telescopico and Road to Glory, and Swiss Made was last, and so the result of the 29th running of the King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes is first number 9, Troy, owned by Sir Michael Sobel and Sir Arnold Wanstock, trained by Dick Hearn and ridden by Willie Carson. Second was number 1, Gamersen, owned by Mr. Jacques Wertheimer, trained by Alec Head and ridden by Freddie Head. And third was number 7, Elamanamu, owned by Mrs. Audrey Munoz, trained by Guy Harwood and ridden by Greville Starkey. Fourth was number 3, Mloshen. So Troy completes the great trio. He's 9-4 with Corals for the Arc de Triomphe, 3-1 with Ladbrokes for the Arc de Triomphe, 3-1 with the Tote for the Arc de Triomphe. Here's how he won the 1979 running of this great King George VI and Queen Elizabeth Diamond Stakes, as we see it again with Julian Wilson.
And he did it really well. You can see the sods flying as they come in the straight, although it wasn't watered again last night, and the pacemakers led into the straight, so it hasn't been that fast a pace. And Willie's delayed his challenge much longer today on Troy than he did in Ireland at least. At this point, you can see he's still got Elamanamu to go and pick up. He's got a length to make up, and Freddie Head's making his run on the outside, and Gamersen from one back. He only had one behind him half a mile out. And it's just about this point there that Gamersen stumbles. You can see Freddie Head almost lost everything there. He certainly lost his stride, although in fact he's pulled his whip through there, and he didn't lose more than half a length. But Willie's gone for home now. He's gone quickly a couple of lengths clear from Elamanamu, who held him just for about 50 yards, but no more. And now Freddie Head's making ground on the runner-up. But remember, this is the best middle-distance 3-year-old in France on the evidence of his last run. And Willie hasn't had to be too hard on Troy at all. He's probably hasn't given more than a slap down the neck, in fact. He's coasted home in the last 50 yards, although Gamersen was closing on him. But although Gamersen may have been a little unlucky to stumble, it certainly didn't affect the result.